Hello and welcome in the second video of the inflation and its types. I have already uploaded the first video in which I discussed about the meaning of the inflation, the types and the main causes which lead to the inflation. So if you have not seen that video, I will request everyone to watch that video first. Otherwise it is very difficult to understand this video. So now we are going to discuss about the main effects of the inflation on the economy of a country. Now, as I have said in the last video that in the inflation, whatever happens, the value of the money will decrease and the prices of the goods and services will increase. Inflation means too much money in the economy because of the high level of the money, because of the inflow of the larger amount of the money, the value of the money decreases. So these are the effects that the people is going to face. The lender suffers and the borrower benefit, because the lender will suffer because the lender has already given the money to the borrower and the borrower has already enjoyed the money. Now the money which I have given to the borrower, it was of the higher value, and now whatever the money I will receive from the borrower, it will be of the lower value. So the lender will suffer and the borrower will get the benefit because whatever the money the borrower has received, it had the higher value than the present money, and the lender which he will receive the amount of the money, it will be of the lower value. Suppose 5,000 rupee you have given to your friend. So meanwhile Mr. A has given 5,000 to Mr. B. Now after the inflation, the same 5,000, suppose the interest is also added by 10% and it became 5,500, but the value of the 5,500 has been reduced because of the inflation rate. Now the 5,500 don't have the same value as it was there of the 5,000 before happening of the inflation. So it is the main effect of the inflation. The money will lose its value which it had in the previous time before the happening of the inflation. So this is the first most important effect of the inflation. So the second one is the higher price level reduces the purchasing parity of the money. Now I have given the example in the last video of the pen. The prices of the commodities and the services will go up. It will become costly. Suppose I have the budget of 100 rupees to purchase a pen. Now it cost at 150 rupees. Now I am unable to buy the pen. So my purchasing power is reducing because of the rise of the prices of the essential goods and services. Because of the rise of the prices of the goods, I am unable to buy the same commodity which I was purchasing earlier. So the higher prices level reduce the purchasing power. I don't have the purchasing power because of the rise of the prices of the commodity. So I hope that this effect is also clear for everyone. Now let's discuss about the third one. Rising inflation depletes the saving rate of the economy. I was saving money earlier, but because of the rise of the prices of goods and services, I am forced to spend more amount of the money and my saving habit has lost. I have already spent my savings to purchase the goods and the commodity. So it is also a very bad effect upon the economy because the general people has lost the saving habit because of the rise of the prices. So it is an also important effect on the inflation. I hope that this is also clear for everyone. Now the taxpayer pays higher taxes because of the increased income. Although my income has increased, but the value of the money has decreased and I am paying the higher amount of the taxes to the government. But actually the value of the money which I am earning now, it is much lesser. The value of the money has decreased. I hope that it is also clear. Now the currency of the economy depreciates and loses its exchange value. Now suppose the dollar in the present time, $1 in the present time, the $1 the cost of Indian rupees is around 70 rupees. The 70 rupees is equal to $1. But inflation has happened in the Indian rupee, and now the single dollar is 80 rupees. So 80 rupees. So it means that this value is reducing, and that is how the exchange value is also reducing. Now you have to pay 80 rupees in order to purchase $1. Earlier you were spending 70 rupees to purchase $1. So at the international market also, the economy, the value of the economy is also reducing. So the same thing, the exchange value of the money is reducing. Now who will be benefited? Those who are working in the foreign country. The Indian people who are working in America, Britain, whenever they will earn the money, whenever the Indian people who are working outside the country in Britain and America, whenever they will earn the money, they will get the benefit. Earlier they were getting 70 rupees in exchange of single dollar, but now they are getting 80 rupees. So they will get the benefit. Now the export increased due to the currency depreciation and the gain competitiveness. Now it is a positive point. It is a positive point which is related to the inflation. It is a positive point because the export will increase. At the international market, the export is getting cheaper, and that is why in the world, even many countries do the inflation in order to increase the export. The export would be cheaper. Now any commodity which I was unable to purchase because $1 was the 70 rupees. Suppose a pen, a higher amount of the pen, a higher pen, if any pen is sold at the rupees of 10 at 10 rupees, so because of $1 I was able to buy 7 pen at the 70 rupee. Now I am able to buy 8 pen at the single dollar. At $1 earlier I was purchasing a single pen of 10 rupee. I was purchasing the 7 pen. Now with the same single dollar I am able to purchase 8 pens. So it is the export is increasing. So in order to increase the export, the inflation is required. It is a positive sign of the inflation. So another one, import will decrease as the foreign goods will become costlier. Now the foreign goods will also become costlier. It is a great disadvantage of the inflation. Now if I am going to purchase anything, any pen which cost $1 at the international market, to exchange $1 I was spending 70. Now I am spending 80 rupees in order to purchase $1. So in order to purchase $1 I have to spend 80 rupees. Now the import is becoming costlier. So I hope that the import and export concepts are clear for everyone. Now you will not forget it in your lifetime. I hope that these things are clear for everyone. So whenever I am going to import any foreign commodity, I have to spend more money, and it also affects the Indian economy. If there is inflation in the Indian economy, India mainly depend upon the import. Our import is higher than the export. We import too much commodity, and that is why, because of the inflation, our economy suffers most because of the inflation, because we are heavily dependent upon the import, not on the export. Any commodity we are having for the export is the agriculture item, and we import too much commodity from the international market, and that is how, because of the inflation, our economy suffered most in India. I hope that these concepts are clear for everyone. So let's move towards the another one, the employment generation in the short run but becomes neutral or negative in the long run. Now if there is inflation, inflation also means there is demand. there is demand in the economy. If the inflation is not there, then the demand will also not there. Now because of the demand, the production will happen because there is demand. Suppose there is a demand of the pen, only then I will manufacture the pen. And in order to manufacture the pen, I need the workers. And if the workers are employed, that means the job is getting created in the Indian economy. So this is a good side of the inflation. I hope that this is clear for everyone. So recently we have discussed about the effects of the inflation. Now inflation has not only the negative impacts, it has the positive effects also. So the inflation has both negative and the positive effects. Now you have to use it, every country has to use it according to their convenience. Now if a country is heavily dependent upon the import, it has to control the inflation. Now in order to increase the export, some amount of the inflation must be there in the economy, like the creeping inflation. The creeping inflation is ideal for the economy of any country. Now we have already discussed about the effects of the inflation, the negative and the positive effects. Now we are going the methods to control the inflation. Suppose there is walking inflation in your economy, so how will you control it? So there are three main important steps by which you can control the inflation. So the first one is the interest rate hike. If I can increase the rate of interest in the bank, in the fixed deposit, in the saving account, then what will happen? The people will deposit money in the bank. So it would be an important step to stop the liquidity in the market. If I want to reduce the liquidity in the market, then I will increase the rate of interest in the saving account of the banks. Now if anybody is depositing the money, I will give the higher rate of interest. So that is how the people will deposit larger amount of money in the bank, in their fixed deposit and the saving account. So it will stop the too much liquidity in the market, too much inflow of the money in the market, the too much circulation of the money in the market, and it will be deposited in the bank. So it will also increase the flow of money in the market and it will control the inflation. So I hope that the interest rate hike is clear for everyone. So the next step is the increase in the production. Suppose this pen, this is one pen and 5 people are demanding this pen. I have single pen. Now the demand is 5, commodity is 1. Now if I can increase the production of the pen into 3 or 5, if I can increase the production of the pen and I can produce 5 pen, so 1 pen I will give it to the each and it will solve the inflation problem. So that is how it is called the increase of the production. If we can increase the production to meet the demand of the common people, it will control the inflation. So it is also an important step because the production is my asset. I will print the money according to my production. If I don't have the production, if I don't have the asset, I can't print the money. I can print money on the basis of the asset, on the basis of the production. I hope that this is clear for everyone. And the third and the important one is the foreign investment. If I can attract the foreign investment in my country, the foreigners will invest money and it will make my money, it will make my economy stronger. It will create jobs, it will create the production process, and it will, after the production process is increased, it can create the asset in my country. It will solve the problem of inflation by creating more and more jobs. If the people have the jobs, if the people are engaged in the production process, it will make asset in my country and the inflation problem can be solved easily. So these are the 3 important steps which is necessary in order to control the inflation process in the country. So I hope that the inflation chapter is clear for everyone, and now you can solve your questions. Thank you. Thank you.